Working in the hospital is exciting, it's challenging. The end goal is to go home to the Kimberley. You know, there's a lot of things going on here in Mondrum and in Derby that's difficult. There are a lot of issues with trauma and issues with substance use and alcohol and poverty, and it's always good to come home, but it's also hard to see that, you know, that there's so much pain as well.
What would I do without sport? I would probably, I don't know, it would be a big question. I'd have to reinvent myself. My name is Cheryl Rotondo. I'm 44 years old and I'm a personal trainer living in Jindabyne. I cycle Darwin to Broome. I've done 2 Ironman races and I've done the highest altitude triathlon in Jindabyne, and I chose my career based on me loving being outdoors and being active. Waking up in hospital and realising I had no pain, it had gone, I felt like it was a miracle, and I felt like I could start living again.
I first discovered equine therapy about 5 years after I got back from Afghanistan, and I have always had a strong connection with animals, but I just hadn't had anything to do with horses. Horses are very, very responsive, very sensitive. So if I'm feeling quite anxious or you know, a little bit depressed or something in that moment, I'm going to get a representation of that from my horse. One particular time with my mare, I was in a really bad mood and she didn't want to come near me. I stopped what I was doing and I took some time to reflect, and I closed my eyes and I practiced some breathing techniques and things like that. And when I opened my eyes, she was standing in front of me. That's the biggest impact that they have on me, is that when I'm in a bad mood or when I'm a bit anxious or stressed, they don't want to come to me. They're a massive part of my life. They're like my new direction.
Moyina's one of the coldest places in Australia. Because we sit so high up in the Western Lakes of Tasmania, we get snow all year round. You don't stay outside for long because your nose gets very sore. I'm Peter Glowacki. I'm 38 years old. I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 3 years ago.
My name is Henry Keogh. I was wrongfully convicted of murder, and I spent more than 20 years in prison. This will actually be the very first time I've driven back to Yassala Labour Prison. I've been to a few others to visit friends, but not here, so it'll be interesting to see what my emotions are. I appreciate a lot more things now since prison. Just my freedom, my ability to make choices, my ability to hug loved ones beyond 30 seconds. The fact that I can make a phone call and not have to fight for it or have it terminated on me. All the simple things that most of us take for granted.
I definitely had a lot of expectation, and I still do. I think my community definitely have high expectations of what I'll do now that I've finished medical school and I'm a doctor, so they just kind of keep getting higher and higher.
And you'll meet them?
Yeah. That's the dream.